Ghostcat K here. Today we'll be doing a Ghostcat F3 and F3X rear wheel removal. Tools required would be a 4mm Allen key, a 5mm Allen key, and a 21mm deep socket impact wrench, as well as a ratchet. I'm going to start off by removing our rear wheel derailleur guard. This is going to be a 4mm Allen key. Now that we've removed our derailleur guard, we're going to remove the chain by pushing your derailleur forward, giving some slack on the chain. You're going to start off by setting your chain onto the pedal crank arm here. Flip up your peg using your 5mm Allen key. We're going to remove the derailleur here. No, don't forget to support the derailleur by holding it on the back side as you're removing. Critical step. You're going to want to set the chain and derailleur down onto the flat surface of your rear peg. What this does is keep the chain in line and does not kink, so it's easy to put back on. Now that we've removed the derailleur completely, we're going to move on to our 21mm open-ended wrench and remove the nuts on the back of the rear wheel. These nuts will have significant torque to them, so you're going to want to put some muscle onto it to get them loose. Before we completely remove each nut, it is very important to take note of the spacers on the back side of your wheel. You'll notice on the cassette side, you'll have a torque washer on the inside of the frame, and on the non-cassette side, you'll have a torque washer on the outside of the frame. Very important that these go back the same way you took them off. Before removing the rear wheel out of the frame, you're going to want to cut the tie wraps that are located holding your motor cable down on the opposite side of the frame. This will allow the freedom of movement of your motor cable. At this point, we're now going to remove our rear wheel from the swing arm. A 10mm open-ended wrench will help you remove your rear wheel from your swing arm. And now that we have the rear wheel removed, you can go ahead and either change your tire or change out the motor planetary gear. Now that we've changed out our rear tire, we're ready to put our motor back on our F3X, F3 Pro. One thing to ensure, on your cassette side, you have the torque washer going on the inside of the frame, and on your non-cassette side, which is where the rotor is, you're going to have your torque washer on the outside of the frame. With the wheel positioned above the frame and your motor cable sticking straight up, we're going to then insert, making sure our torque washer here is located on the inside of the frame, and we're going to guide it straight on down. We're now going to proceed to put back on our washers the same way we took it off. Big ones first, as well as the two torque washers on the outside. Go ahead and snug that down with your nut and repeat the process on the other side. Starting with your torque nut on the outside of the frame, go ahead and slide that on, followed by your big washer and then your little washer. Let's not forget the nut on this side as well. And we're going to want to put some torque down to these nuts. When reinstalling your derailleur on your F3 F3X Pro, there is a set screw on the derailleur that must sit on the flat surface of your swing arm. You want to ensure that your set screw is going to land on the flat surface as shown here on your frame. You're gonna want to start by turning your screw backwards. You'll feel it sit down flat before bringing it in tight. Now that we've snugged down our 5mm on our derailleur, we're gonna go ahead and set the chain back onto the cranks, relieving tension, sliding it along, and at this point, slowly release that tension, and you give your bike a little pedal to get it back into the correct gear. Final step at this point, 4mm Allen bolt key. We're going to put on our rear derailleur guard. This will line up with the pre-drill holes as shown here. And now we're going to want to snug them up. From start to finish, that is how you change a rear wheel flat on an F3 and F3X Pro.